What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another Ruthless review. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Everybody be sure to like, comment, and share. This week episode was, it was some moments in it that had me, holding my breath. But let's just get to it. The show picks up where it left off last week. The highest in the trailer with Ruth. This fool got a sword. And he's saying to her, I could just chop your head off because you nothing. And so, he goes to ask her these series of questions like, did she make her own soap? Did she sleep with Daikon? Why was she crying during her coronation? Well, when it's one thing being a hoe, right? At least when you a hoe, you can dictate how many men or women, how many clients, I should say, you gonna service at, at a particular time. But the coronation, that's basically a huge orgy that is low-key, well, not low-key, high-key rape. So I can see why she was crying. She wasn't expecting no 7 to 10 men to dig off up in her like that. So anywho, he goes as far as to tell her that she's a temptress. She be tempting the men, and he knew that when she came there, that, she was going to tempt the men, which is a good thing because men need to be tempted because women ain't shit. Y'all know this whole situation. And so, long story short, then he goes so far to say, I want you to split your fucking face in half, and gives her the sword, and he started applying his pressure. Meanwhile, Lilo has been brought to the highest trailer looking for the highest, and so Daikon is like, he's not here, and so Daikon go and look for Tyrone. Daikon goes straight to the trailer of Ruth. That Daikon beating on the motherfucking door. The highest. Hey, Tyrone and he just trying to prove a point to himself that he's a better woman and mate than Ruth could ever be to Daikon. Daikon out there beating on the door. So finally, the highest stops Ruth and was like, I believe you would have done it. And she's like, I'll do anything for the raccoon if the raccoon wants me to do it. See, here's the kind of issue I have with Ruth at this point, and maybe y'all have noticed this too. Since the beginning of this show, it feels like she's been trying to escape. Well, not the beginning, but maybe since like episode 3 or 4. It seems like she hasn't been happy with being a part of the Rakadocious. So I guess I'm just kind of confused as to why your black ass still there. Like, just get your child and, cause hell and go. So anywho, Tyrone leaves. Y'all know I'm trying to, conframe myself from calling that nut the highest. Tyrone leaves, and him and Daikon, they go walk back to where Lilo is. And on the walk back, Tyrone just had to let Daikon know that she'll never be greater, better, love him, and, what was all the words that this nut used? Talking about she'll never be more desirable, you know what I'm saying, nor prettier than I am, Daikon. So don't even worry. And Daikon, you don't even have to worry about that, the highest, because I only have eyes and I only love you. Listen, at this point, anybody who watched this show that says that Tyrone is not gay, I don't know what the hell you looking at. This man is gay as all outdoors, and he wants as many wee-wees as he can get for himself. So anywho, they return to the trailer. Tyrone and Lilo go on the inside. Lilo is like, you fucking with my money. Do you want me to send your pretty bitch ass, scary ass back to jail? And so Tyrone is like, you can't talk to me like that. Lilo turned up on, he said, do you know who the fuck you talking to? I have your fucking ass back in the jail. You remember you were crying up in jail? I had you back there. So I laundered my money through here because the state let me list this place as a church. And he just kept going on and on. And then Lilo sees the sword and he said, oh, you trying me, motherfucker? Listen, I just want Lilo to knock Tyrone ass out. That's it. And that's all. Lilo tells Tyrone, fuck that bus. I'm coming here tomorrow with a van. You better have them children trained on how to put the dope in a condom, swallow it, and we gonna come back across the border. And I'm just like, boy, listen, if you know what's best for you, Tyrone, you get your ass over there with them kids and tell them kids, listen, we're gonna swallow some balloons and it's gonna be a whole lots of fun. If you know what's best for you. So Tyrone, he afraid of Lilo. So Lilo tells him, you better have him ready and I'm leaving. So Lilo walks outside. He tells Daikon to tell Elder Mother Marvel to fix him something to eat. Now, I feel like she poisoned him, but we'll get that to the second. So Daikon go inside to check on Tyrone, and Tyrone like, I hate him so much. He talks to me like I'm nothing, and Daikon like, I heard, and Tyrone like, what you hear? What you hear? And Tyrone was like, well, who else heard? And so Daikon was like, I assure you, Tyrone, I was the only one out there that heard. Your secret's safe with me. So meanwhile, Lilo goes to the finance trailer to talk about the finances with the other mother. And he ended up kicking her ass out because he says that she owed and she wasting his damn time. So Marva bring him his plate and he ended up, he gives her credit. He says it smells good, it looks good. But you need to get your old stank ass from up out of here. So then he go to pursue the other young lady in there. I believe her name is Joan or something like that. And she comes up with an idea to help, launder the money, come up with shell companies. And then, he makes his move, ask her if she looks like she can get some good head, some sloppy doppy, and then he asks her, has, she ever been in an orgy? And then he goes up, make his move, start putting his hand on the shoulder, and was like, "Yeah, I know you getting wet. I know you getting wet. This what I do." And so, she's so afraid. She's just like, "I can't do my job if you're over here like this." And I'm just saying to myself, you grown because you're not with the kids, but you have to. I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyway, Lilo take a bite of the food, and he end up passing gas, and whoop. So that that was that. So anywho. Moving on, after the highest leaves out, Tally runs in to check on Ruth, and Ruth is like, that ego's, that motherfucker just want to know that he got the power. He trying to play games and all of this and all of that. And she tell him that he's crazy, but he's even worse when he high as hell. And so at this point, I need some action to start happening, Tyler. I need for them to start actually putting together a plan, even a team, to get the hell up out of there. Because, like I said, Ruth been complaining about this place for a long time, Tyler. We got to do something. So this episode, we get a quick scene from Brian. He goes and visits the supermarket. He talks to the manager, Dale. And long story short, I believe Dale got some type of connection with the raccoon. Don't know what it is, but he asked Dale, why aren't the raccoon ladies there today? Would they talk to him and questions like that? And Dale say, they won't talk to us at all, but they are not here today and they're surprising. And so as Brian leaves, Dale pulls out his phone and make a phone call. So I'm sure we got to wait until next week to actually see, what that phone call was about. So Brian leaves. He goes back to the police station. The sheriff is in there watching porn. Now, part of me was hoping it was Poke and the girl porn that worked for the raccoon, but, she drugged him and he ain't getting none. So Brian pretty much come in. We all know that Brian has an agenda because his wife, Lynn, visited the camp and got hooked on drugs again because I say again because she's just doing too much. But anywho, he asking the sheriff, is anything going on? It's weird that they aren't at the shopping market today. And the sheriff was like, if anything was going on, the Morrisons, they stay literally not even 5 miles away. They'll give us a call and let us know if anything is going on up there. And so he was like, well, we should go out there and check it out. So the sheriff tells him we'll go to the Morrisons, but we won't go up to the raccoon. But like I said, Brian has a motive. He got to get to the raccoon to find out why they did his wife the way they did his wife, because he pissed off about that. So anywho, also this episode, seeing Cynthia and Lynn, they having a conversation about their men. Cynthia, dumbass broad, she's still stuck on Malcolm, possibly. Last week she wanted to work it out. This week she tells Lynn there's no love. There's not enough love for them two to work it out. And so I'm just like, yeah, that's a lie. You were just begging this man last week. So anyways, Lynn ended up giving her the tea to spill the reputation that Malcolm has, which is basically He's very flirtatious, and anytime any of the men from the FBI go on an assignment, he makes a move at their wife. And she also tells Cynthia that at the Christmas party last year, Malcolm came on her, and Cynthia was like, that dog, that was right after I had my miscarriage. And listen, you was just begging him. I ain't even trying to hear all that. You knew he wasn't no good. He light skinned. He wasn't no good. You know it. So then Cynthia kind of flipped the script, and she started talking about Brian and telling telling Lynn that love is blind, but not with her. But she has a great man. And Lynn like, look, I want to get back on the task force, but you can't because you're addicted to these drugs. But nevertheless, I digress. Lynn is like, Brian, he's boring and he's like a boy, like you did in high school. But the crazy part about it is I can see that. Even his character is so goddamn boring. So I'm with you, Lynn. He's a boring guy, but that don't mean you're going to become a dope head. Okay, just find somewhere else. And so she goes home and she was like, but the man up there, the raccoon, oh my. I know damn well she ain't talking about Daikon gay ass, because Daikon gonna stick you, but he ain't gonna claim me in public because, he in love with the highest. And I ain't even trying to be funny, but I only think Daikon he ain't hit Tyrone yet. Or at least I don't remember him hitting Tyrone, but Lynn ended up getting mad and leaving and storming out, which is fine, girl. Do you. We don't care. So anyways, moving on, like I said, Lilo kicked both of the elder mothers out. Elder Mother Marva is at the shower with Lacey, telling her to hurry up and shower and clean off. And Lacey is like, I can't clean it off. They raped me. They took some away from me. And Elder Mother Marva is like, girl, they can't rape us. They can't rape. What do you think that box is for? And the only thing that I could think of in this moment while she watched this woman shower was, didn't Lilo say your ass was stank too? So you need to get your old ass. Go get some of that soap that goddamn Ruth be using. Get your ass in this damn shower and wash that stank off your ass. But anywho, the other elder mother came up. They basically discrediting this girl, telling her to shut the hell up. You did a favor for the highest, so it's not rape. You did something good for him, so shut up and wash it off and go on about your business. And so this girl is so shook. She don't want to talk to Zane. She don't want to talk to Oliver. But of course, Zane did get a chance to talk to him, I'm assuming. And she gave Oliver the update, like, she was raped. She says that she loved you. She just needs some time. And it was so crazy because Oliver is doing too much as usual. I gotta talk to her. I gotta see if she's okay. How about you go goddamn put a bullet up in Tyrone's head and Lilo head? How about you go and do that? They done had your woman raped, man. All you want to do is talk. Go be a man. Go drop them damn nuts, man. So he pissed me off with all of that anyway. So anyways, moving on, last but not least. Andrew is outside his home. He sees Malcolm pull up. Malcolm goes, knock on the door. Now, I was expecting Malcolm to just walk up in there. But he goes in, him and Sarah is chopping, and he telling Sarah that Cynthia is, about what happened with Cynthia. She was trying to call the police. He knocked her down, hit her head. He also tells Sarah that he's suspended from his job, and so, he needs somewhere to stay. And so Sarah said, this is just too much. I got to go get a drink. So he goes and take off his coat, making himself home. She comes out, I see you making yourself at home. And she was like, this is something we had to talk about. I do have a son. And he was like, yeah, you're right. Blase, I go to a hotel. Cool, fine, right? And then Andrew came out with the fire. Now, I was kind of disappointed Andrew only had like a little pistol, but if I catch my woman cheating with a dude I work with that we supposed to be cool, and I'm going to pull a gun, I think I'm going to pull something that's going to do a lot of damage. Not just damage, but a lot of damage. So anyways, Andrew have Sarah handcuff him, and he asking questions like a pussy. When did this start? How did this start? Boy, you don't know none of that. Your heart just gonna be broken. It's already broke, but don't break it into pieces, dog. Don't do it. And so, he like, who started? Did she come on to you? And Malcolm was like, no, man, it was me. Then he asking Sarah, why did you do it? Why did you do it? And she said, because you were gone all the time. So now it's my fault? Now you saying it's my fault? Man, look here, man. Either you gonna kill both of these motherfuckers, or you gonna goddamn shut your dumb ass up and run away back and try to steal talent from the raccoon and just go on about your business with y'all child. Because I ain't got time. But anywho, that was pretty much the episode today. If I left out anything, y'all let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, it was...
Hey, appreciate you for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out all of the other Al Bear review videos.